All right, welcome back to AI for 2021. I hope you're having an amazing time so far. Our next speaker is Chris Morrow. He is the Senior Product Manager of Tech Products at Amazon Alexa. Please join me in welcoming Chris to our virtual stage.
Hey, everybody, let's get started. Thank you so much for the introduction. Let's get this, share my screen shared here, and excellent. So as talked about, my name is Chris Morrow. We're going to talk today about conversational shopping and what we've learned in bringing Alexa to the world of retail and shopping. And so today, we're just going to take it through basically these four buckets, an introduction on who I am and why I'm talking. And then we're going to talk about artificial intelligence and how it relates to natural language processing. And then we're going to go through the use cases in conversational shopping and then wrap up with a few takeaways. And so without any further ado, my name is, as I've already stated, Chris Morrow. I have spent the last 3 years working in Amazon Alexa. I've been shipping both customer-facing experiences as well as developer-facing tooling. I've also spent some time as a student ambassador to deeplearning.ai, where I helped develop AI for Everyone, which was their first non-technical course offering, as well as teaching machine learning for product managers at Amazon's internal machine learning university. And so speaking of machine learning and artificial intelligence, it's the AI for retail track. So you've heard a lot about artificial intelligence throughout this entire couple of days. Well, I just wanted to clarify very quickly. Artificial intelligence refers to the overall domain, the practice of teaching computers to behave as humans do. And then a subset of artificial intelligence is machine learning and deep learning. And so then where does natural language processing come in? Well, natural language processing, which is the technology that underpins to a great extent the Alexa interactions, that is a subset of linguistics, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. And then a further subset of that is natural language understanding, which is simply the ability for a machine to interpret and translate the spoken word. And so that is I promise, this is as technical as we're going to get for this particular presentation. Okay, I promise I didn't just pull one over on you. What I wanted to illustrate here is at a very, very high level, this is what Alexa is doing and what she can enable. We have a customer speaking. That is, we call that a request. It's a customer's request to take an action. And then that's going to the cloud where it's going through speech recognition, machine learning, natural language understanding, and at a certain point, text to speech when the request is coming back to the customer's device. Based on the interpretation of that request, the request is turned into logic, a customer's intent, and then the content that the customer requests is served back as part of a response, an answer to the customer's question, meeting the customer's intent. So at a very high level, all we need to take away from this is this cycle where the customer is interacting using their voice with a device, using the cloud. It is that voice request is connected to content, and then that content is returned to the customer. Of course, videos speak much louder than words. So let's watch a quick video about Alexa shopping.
How do I set up voice shopping with Alexa?
Ooh, good question. So whether you're an Amazon Prime member or not, you can totally use your voice to buy groceries or reorder dog food or make a purchase for
A food processor. Alexa, shop for a new food processor.
Amazon's choice is Hamilton Beach Food Processor, 10 cup. It's $44.99. To purchase this one, say buy it now.
Jump on that.
Buy it now.
Nice work. I think you've got the hang of it.
Don't worry, Banjo, I didn't forget about you. Alexa, reorder dog food.
Based on your order history, I found.
Nice work, Pam. Good dog, Mom. Alexa can also help track Amazon orders or give recommendations. You can even use the Alexa app to add to your list on the go. It's too easy. Alexa, thanks for your help today.
You bet. Anytime.
Now it's your turn. Just say, Alexa, shop for
Kale, bananas, lemongrass, wheatgrass, almond butter, oat milk, cherries, blackberries,
Okay.
blueberries,
Yeah, basically anything on Amazon.
cantaloupe, watermelon, pineapple, oranges,
Yeah.
peas, lentils.
I mean, that may or may not sound like a typical journey to the grocery store here in my house. In this journey of bringing Alexa to shopping, what we've discovered is customers are using Alexa throughout the purchase journey, from pre-purchase all the way through post-purchase. And additionally, what we found is that these are familiar customer goals. These are not, the customer goals throughout that journey are not unique to Alexa or the type of interaction. And in fact, they're analogous to what the customer needs across different channels. And then the third thing is that with the Alexa service, extensive AI knowledge like natural language understanding and natural language processing are no longer needed, because that is what the Alexa service will do, so that the content provider can focus on simply providing content. Now, as we've broken this down, I mentioned this earlier, but we think about it in the customer journey in three phases: pre-purchase, purchase, and then post-purchase. And we use this to help us focus on the different use cases and customer needs that are present at each portion, in each distinct portion of each distinctive portion of this process. With that aside, let's talk about pre-purchase. And so, in the pre-purchase phase, customer has identified a problem. They're looking for information. They want to find a way to solve the problem or meet the need that they have identified. And what we found is that Alexa can add value during discovery. Let's jump right into a use case. So I am an avid reader. I love reading. I go through books all the time. And now I want to find my next book. And so I just ask Alexa, what should I read next?
One moment while I find a selection of books for you. Here's a book from the crafts, hobbies and home section you might like. The Truth About Clutter, 9 Truths That Will Empower You to Let Go and Live Free, by Erica Lane. The Kindle ebook is $5.99. Try saying things like, here a summary, get ratings, or next recommendation.
That book recommendation is in no way driven by the fact that I've been working out of my basement for the last 15 months. Completely coincidental. What you heard through that use case is I have clearly stated my need. I want to find my next book. And what Alexa has done is checked my reading history, checked my reading preferences, and returned a very short summary of a book that is indicated I might enjoy, and along with information to help me make that purchase decision, such as the rating, the number of ratings, and then the price. And then you note that at the end of the content, we're providing options for the customer to learn more. For example, they can hear a book sample or they can hear a book summary. And then we also provide if the recommendation is what the customer wants, I can just say buy it now and complete the purchase, meeting my need very quickly. Now let's look at a second use case. I need a lighthearted gift, and I'm just not great at these, gag gifts. And so I just say, Alexa, give me funny gift ideas.
Here's something you never knew you needed: a plastic pickle that yodels at the press of a button. And if people complain that the yodeling is annoying, just tell them to deal with it. It's rated 4.6 stars by more than 4,900 customers. For details of this item, say, tell me more, or to hear other ideas, say, next.
So notice a couple of things. One, the interaction is a little more lighthearted. We're leaning into this idea that hey, we're looking for something goofy. And so we have a playful pun on the type of item that it is. And then also what we have found is that in this type of browsing, I, as the customer, am more interested in additional information, and I'm not yet ready to make a purchase, which is why you heard the call to action following the content as you can learn more about this specific item, or you can navigate to the next item on the list if I still need additional ideas. And while the customer could use their voice to check out right then, instead we surface ways for them to continue to make the purchase decision. Having gone through those use cases, let's talk a little bit now about purchasing. And so in this phase, customers are considering, and depending on the specific attributes that they value, if it's a low consideration item, they may have already made the purchase decision, settled on a product, and they are ready to check out. But if it's a high consideration product, maybe it's a high dollar value, or it's very important to me, I may have narrowed it down to a subset of products that meet my need, and I'm going to decide on one of them, but I'm still comparing between them. In either case, the customer is going to make a decision to check out, and where Alexa can add value is saving items that are high consideration so that I can come back to them later, and enabling me to check out quickly where I've already made my purchase decision. So let's take a look again at another use case. It's hot here. The kids want water balloons. And so Alexa, buy water balloons.
One moment. Showing results for water balloons. The first one is Zuru Buncho Balloons Instant 100 Self-Sealing Water Balloons.
Alexa, buy number 1.
Order placed. Your total is $22.04, including tax, and will be delivered by July 16th. If you change your mind, just ask me to cancel the order.
So in this case, I know exactly what I'm getting. I'm looking for water balloons. Water balloons are surfaced. They're within my price point, and they will get here. They'll get here in the time frame that I want them. So the first turn conveys the product's information, and then the second turn, where then the agency is still with me. I, as the customer, choose to purchase the first choice that Alexa surfaced. Then Alexa confirms the purchase, surfacing a couple of key details. 1, the total price I paid. 2, when I can expect the item. And then 3, if I change my mind, I can cancel. And we'll come back to that in just a second. Let's take a look at this second use case. So I have a workshop. I've been thinking about putting some kind of speaker in it. I really like the Echo Studio, but it's a little more expensive, and I'm not sure how it might compare to other devices on the market. However, I've just learned that the Studio is on sale. Maybe I want it. And so I'll just ask to add it to my cart so that I can come back to it later. Alexa, add the Echo Studio to my shopping cart.
One moment. I found Echo Studio, smart speaker with 3D audio and Alexa. It's $199.99, with delivery by July 16th. I added it to your Amazon cart for review.
So in this case, the item is saved so that I can come back to it, maybe at a time when I want to use my mobile device or on desktop to get more detail about the item specifically. Alexa also surfaces a couple of key decision-making information, item reviews, and the price, and then mentions that it's in my cart for review, encouraging me to take the next step. So in this way, Alexa can meet it during the purchase flow. Alexa can meet both low consideration items and high consideration items. And with that, let's talk finally about post-purchase support. And what we found here is that customers are looking to handle exceptions. They're looking for more information. And what we've found is Alexa can add convenience to both of these customer needs. Let's go back to the water balloon use case. And equally as sure as are we there yet is the question of, Dad, when will the water balloons get here? So let's just ask Alexa, where's my stuff?
Here are your deliveries. One delivery arrived today. One delivery will arrive on Thursday, July 15th.
So in this case, I have a very specific piece of information that I want to know about a transaction that I recently completed. In comparison, if I were to take the mobile app, pick up the mobile app, I would need to open it, navigate to through several submenus, select the order, and then select tracking to understand when will it get here. Instead, I can just use my voice, and Alexa's cloud-based intelligence is going to retrieve the order information that is most relevant to me in that moment, surface it. In this way, what we found is Alexa can answer many transactional-based information questions customers have after purchasing. Things like return policies, canceling orders, when will order updates, all of those types of questions that a customer might navigate to a website or mobile app to find they can be answered through Alexa. Now, let's take a look at this second use case. Look, if there's anything that I hate, it's picking up thousands of tiny little plastic pieces the next time I have to go mow the lawn. So you know what? On second thought, we don't want any water balloons. So Alexa, cancel my order. Alexa, cancel my order.
Roxana's last Amazon order was placed today. It has one item in it, water balloons. Would you like to cancel it?
Yes.
Okay, order canceled.
In a similar way to the first use case where I'm interested in a very specific piece of information, in this use case, I am interested in completing a very specific task. Cancel the water balloon order. In comparison, I would have to open the mobile app or navigate to the desktop website and navigate through several submenus to get to the place where I could just cancel the order. The convenience that Alexa adds is understanding that that's exactly what I want to do, cancel the order, and immediately she confirms which order I want to cancel and gives me a choice. Is this the right order? Yes or no? And when I say yes, the task is completed. It saves me time and it's convenient. So across these three purchase areas, these three phases of purchasing, we have three general takeaways. And the first is that artificial intelligence and as a subset, natural language understanding is enabling a new way to shop, and it's conversational commerce. And this is additive to other retail channels that customers shop in. And customers are using Alexa before, during, and after they shop to meet different needs throughout the purchasing process. And then the final takeaway is that retailers can build on the use cases that I have just discussed to create content meeting their customers wherever they are in the purchasing funnel, whether it's surfacing additional information, helping customers decide between many different product offerings, enabling them to purchase, or enabling them to learn more information after they've purchased. In these ways, retailers can leverage Alexa's intelligence to provide additional convenience and value to customers. Thank you so much for your time. To learn more or to get started, you could scan this QR code or you can visit the link here. My name is Chris Morrow. I'm a senior product manager at Alexa Shopping. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentations.
Wow, Chris, thank you so much. If you could stop sharing your screen, I know this virtual audience wants to give you a huge virtual round of applause because that was amazing. So we really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, we really appreciate you sharing your insights with us today. For the audience, it's time for you to make your way to your next session. Along the way, make sure you accept your connection request and take some time to check out our amazing exhibits. Thanks so much, and we'll see you around.